I told you I have a simple dog training rule that I use with all of my dogs, and I teach it to all my students. And this simple rule will actually exponentially improve your dog training. It will help you overcome challenges with your dog much faster. It will help your dog grow confidence so much faster. This is a rule that I observed in people when I was teaching seminars back in the late 90s. I actually started data collecting because I saw the same habit, the same rehearsal of a habit in people with their dogs over and over again. And here's what makes dog training success happen is you have to acquire habits of success. That is, you rehearse success with your dog. And here's what I observed, that there was a ratio. For every 30 people I taught, 2 people were able to implement this as a way of a habit. So let's take a simple retrieve. It is a behavior chain of 6 behaviors. So first, now you could do a retrieve without some of these, but let's just say simple retrieve. We ask our dog to sit, we throw a toy, and then we check that our dog is still sitting. They haven't paddled their feet, they haven't moved halfway forward, they haven't stood up, they haven't laid down, they haven't gone into a crouch to get ready to leave. Because sit means hold this position and don't alter it. There's criteria for a behavior. We ask our dog to sit. That's one part of the behavior chain of the retrieve. Now, after we've thrown the retrieve toy, let's say it's a tennis ball. And we then release the dog. So number 1 is the dog sits when we ask. Number 2, they hold the sit and don't alter it once we throw the toy. Number 3 is they leave when we give them the release and they drive out to grab that toy. Number 4 is they go directly to the toy. They don't meander around, oh, look, there's a butterfly. Directly to the toy. Number 5, they pick up the toy and they spin back to us. Number 6, they run back to us and they put the toy directly in our hand. Right in our hand. Look at that. Look at the toy right in my hand. That is a retrieve. Now you could say we could break up number 6 into they drive back as fast as they can. Number 7 would be they put the toy in my hand, but you get the idea. That is a behavior chain. Now, here's where the 2 of 30 comes in. Let's say you get partway through this, you throw the toy and the dog goes to leave and you go, no. I want you to become 2 of 30. And this is what it looks like. You ask your dog to do something and he either gets it right and you reward him, or he gets it wrong. And then what you need to do is number 1, call him back, set him up, asking him the similar question. And if he gets it wrong again, he's telling you, in this environment, under these distractions, with this level of excitement, I can't do it. We need to minimize the excitement level for the dog, maybe by growing distance, or in the case of the ball, when I would go to throw the ball and the dog would kind of lean forward, what I might do is like just drop the ball beside me. You're going to slice a piece of that behavior so that the dog can be correct. And so it looks like this. I went to throw the ball. My dog went to move. I said, hey, buddy, come on back here. Let's try that again. Can you sit? The dog gets into the sit position, and then I drop the ball beside me, and I observe, are you holding a great sit? And if he doesn't hold a great sit, I lower the distraction level even more by picking up the ball, turning in a circle, asking for another sit, placing the ball on the ground. You can do that? Good boy. So then I might give him a cookie. Or I might say, now you can get the ball. And I've got to build that up. Once I can put the ball down, am I going to throw it next time? No. But what I might do is put it right out in front of him. But I now know what I need to work on. I need to work on It's Your Choice with balls. I need to work on distractions around tennis balls. Because what the 28 of 30 do is they ask the same question, the dog gets it right, and then they go, okay, that's good. Now I'm going to throw a tennis ball out there. Now I'm going to throw a squeaky toy out there. So they keep piling on the stress of, do you know this? Do you know this? Do you know this? The dog showed you, I have a lack of confidence here. We need to grow that confidence. We need to polish it up like a shiny penny, and then we can move on. And so when the dog makes a mistake, you're going to re-ask the question, can you sit when I drop a tennis ball? And then when they say, yes, I can, you can reward them. And then you're going to rephrase the question. So can you sit when I roll a tennis ball? Yes, I can. All right, then you can get it. And now you can move on. What does that look like in like a sport like agility? So my dog makes a mistake at obstacle number 3. As I'm walking back to start again, I give the dog what I call a screw-up cookie, and this is really important. I want the dog to know you attempted something with me. Either I trained it wrong or I handled it wrong, but either way, it was my bad. So you deserve a reward because I want you to have rewards at the high rate of reinforcement that Susan's agility dogs do. But I want to acknowledge that reinforcement will build behavior. So I don't want to just reward nothing. And so what I do on the way back, I might ask the dog to sit or down or do a simple trick, and then I will toss them a reward for that. So they attempted the sequence. They only got as far as 3, but on the way back, I gave them a reward. Now we go back again. Now this time, let's say they get 3. That is my rephrasing of the question. And so when I ask them again and they get 3, I pretend I'm moving on to 4, but I throw a reward back and we celebrate that. So we're growing confidence by giving them a reward even when they made a mistake. However, big asterisk, I never reward them for the mistake. This is what I see people do. So the dog, let's say they knocked a bar at 3. And so then people go, oh yeah, Susan says I got to give you a screw-up cookie. So they throw the dog a cookie for knocking the bar. Yeah, that's not what I said. I said we ask for an alternate behavior, something simple that they can do easily. I wouldn't ask them to go over a jump because what if they knock the bar? I would do something simple, maybe come into reinforcement zone because that's a really good behavior for a dog, not pulling on leash and learning how to turn tight in agility. 1 screw-up cookie, then I ask them that same question with a rephrase. If you get it right this time as I'm running away, I'm going to throw the reward back. I don't carry on. That is for the people who say, oh, you got it wrong at 3. Okay, now you finally got it right. Now we're going to go on to 4. You got 4 right. Oh, you made a mistake at 5. Well, we got to get again. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you got it right at 5. We got to do 6. That is putting what you want. I really want to finish the sequence ahead of what your dog needs. And that's going to lead to more frustration. And then sometimes it might create enough anxiety that your dog just doesn't want to work with you. If you are 2 of 30, you are always going to put your dog's needs ahead of your needs. And you're going to believe your dog when you ask them a question and they say, yeah, in this environment with these distractions and this level of excitement, yeah, this is all I got for you right now. When you believe them and you start polishing that penny till it's shiny in every single situation that your dog is telling you, I think I might have a question here. Before you know it, you're not only going to have a confident dog that can retrieve in any environment or can not pull on leash because you've not allowed that to grow. You're going to have a dog that is willing to work with you anytime, any place. And that is worth its weight in gold, but that's what creates this amazing relationship with you and your dog. Please, moving forward, be 2 of 30. Be the one that always says, hey, I believe you, buddy. Let's go sharpen a skill that you really are telling me that you don't understand right now.